Okay, now we're going to use this idea of inscribed angles and arc measure to solve for the missing variable. So number 4, find the value of each variable. Letter A. First thing I'm looking at is my 2x. Well, my 2x is kind of sitting in this inscribed angle right there. And then I want you to take a look at what you know about that line. And hopefully you're thinking, okay, well, that is a diameter, which means the actual intercepted arc is half of the circle, which is 180 degrees. Which means if we're taking a look at this angle, that angle would have to be half of 180 degrees, which is 90. So we know 2x has to equal 90 degrees. Divide by 2. X is 45. Letter B. Okay, so the first one I'm going to look at, I'm going to come over here. Kind of the same idea. I'm looking at x degrees. I know that going across here, that's my diameter, which means once again, x has to be 90. That's a right triangle. Now, once I know x is 90, then I'm just looking at the triangle in general. And what do we know about all the angles in a triangle? They have to add up to 180. So I'm going to take 90, going to add 40, which is 130, and then I'm going to take my 180, I'm going to subtract off my 130, which is going to give me 50, so I know y has to be 50 degrees. Letter C. We have to find the value of A, we have to find the value of B. We know that JM is 54. We know that ML is 130. We know that LK is 110. We don't know JK. So there's a couple ways we can start this. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this JK. And I'm going to say I'm probably going to need that. So if you look at the whole circle the whole way around, we know that a whole circle is 360 degrees. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding, and I'm going to take my 110 plus my 130 plus my 54. Okay, grab your calculator. 110 plus 130 plus 54 gets me 294. I know the whole circle is 360 minus 294 gets me 66. So I know that this arc is 66 degrees. Then I'm going to start looking at the things that I need. So we could start with A, we could start with B, it really doesn't matter. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to take a look at A. So if I'm looking at 3A, he is the angle right there. Now, do you notice that that angle intercepts that arc? Well, I know that arc. That arc has a 66 and that arc has a 54. So take 66 plus 54, which is a total of 120 degrees. Well, we have a theorem saying that, wow, I just drew a blank there. Sorry. An inscribed angle is half of the intercepted arc. So if the intercepted arc is 120 degrees, then I know that this guy has to be 60. But that doesn't mean that A is 60. It means that the whole angle is 60. So we have to take 3A, set it equal to 60 degrees, divide by 3. So A is actually 20. Okay, now I'm going to move on to B. So 4B is right here and right here. And his intercepted arc goes from here to here. Okay? Okay, so that arc is a 66 plus a 110. So 66 plus 110 is 176 altogether. If I want to find the angle, you cut that in half. So divide that by 2, which means 4b has to be 88. Well, if 4b is 88, then 4b equals 88 divided by 4, which means b must be 22. Now, I can think of at least 3 more ways to solve that problem, so if you got the same answer but you were thinking something different, fantastic. Next one, letter D. We have to find y, and we have to find z. On this one, I'm looking, it's a quadrilateral. First thing I'm going to look at is I'm going to look at this guy, and I'm going to look at that guy. What do we know about opposite angles in a quadrilateral if it's inscribed or inside of a circle? And I'm hoping you're thinking that they have to add to 180 degrees. They're supplementary. So 120 plus y has to equal 180, which means y has to be 60. Same thing for z. Opposite angles have to add to 180 degrees. So z plus 80 has to be 180. So z must be 100. Letter E. Okay, on this one we have to find the value of c. We also have to find the value of x. I'm kind of thinking the same thing that we did on the last one. We've got a quadrilateral inscribed in a circle. So I'm going to take a look at angle T. I'm going to take a look at angle V. Opposite angles have to add to 180. So we've got 10x plus 8x are supplementary. 10x plus 8x is 18x equals 180. So x must be 10. Same idea for c. We've got a c. We've got a 2c minus 6. They kind of like put him right there at angle u. So c plus 2c minus 6 are supplementary. Combine like terms. 3c minus 6 is 180. Add your 6. 3c equals 186. Take 186 divided by 3. C must be 62.